This video is all about something called One Health Bee Venom Total Renew. Or if you're just looking up Total Renew reviews, Total Renew supplements, Total Renew scam or legit, that sort of thing. Hopefully I can help you out because I saw an ad online through TikTok, Facebook, whatever. I think it was on TikTok actually. And it led me to a website that I'm going to show you here in a second that had a scam marketing video. And by scam marketing, you'll see what I mean when I hit play on this right here. Hit like down below. That'd really make me happy in terms of getting my video to the top of Google and YouTube search results for this Total Renew product that people are looking around for information for. Let's hit play on this right now and see exactly what it is they're talking about. And by the way, before I continue, please hit like down below, the thumbs up button. That will tell Google and YouTube my video has value and credibility. And then other people might be able to find my video at the top of Google and YouTube search results and avoid what looks to me like a big scam.
Did you know your joints can actually regenerate? Look, these are 2 MRI scans of my knees. The one on the left was taken last March. My orthopedist looked at me and said, "Linda, your cartilage is gone. Bone density of a 90-year-old. Cartilage virtually non-existent. The space between the bones is so narrow that he pointed at the screen and said, 'This right here is bone on bone. Every step you take is bone grinding against bone.' He recommended replacement in both knees. Said that without surgery, the best case scenario was managing the pain with medication for the rest of my life. Now look at the scan on the right, the same knees. 6 months later, cartilage visibly regenerated, joint space restored, synovial fluid, that natural oil that lubricates your joints, returning to normal levels. Today I hike 5-kilometer trails with my grandchildren. No pain, no cane, no limitations whatsoever. Let me say that again because I know it sounds impossible. I was clinically condemned. My doctor had given up on my knees.
All right, so just 1 second. The woman at the very beginning of the video was completely AI. Her face, her body, her kitchen, everything in that part of the video, the very beginning, was AI. And so is this voice, which is not a good sign when you're looking for authenticity coming to joint pain supplements, right?
My knees. And 6 months later, I was walking trails with uphills, downhills, and roots on the ground. How is that possible? My name is Linda Mitchell. I'm 63 years old. I live on the outskirts of Charlotte, North Carolina, and until...
Whoa, is that supposed to be Charlotte, North Carolina? What the hell was that?
This morning,
what the hell?
I figured it was just age, but in less than a year, it turned into a sharp, burning pain.
It's hilarious.
Like a hot nail being driven into the side of my kneecap. I would grip the bathroom counter just to stand up. I stopped going to the grocery store, and it wasn't just the knee, hip, shoulder. Everything started locking up, joint by joint. I tried everything. Ibuprofen for 2 years until my stomach started bleeding. Cortisone that gave me 2 weeks of relief before the pain.
She's completely AI.
Physical therapy at $400 a month, glucosamine, turmeric, collagen, drugstore creams. Nothing worked. Not really. The worst moment came at my granddaughter Sophie's birthday party. She was turning 5. She ran up to me shouting, "Grandma, come play with me." And all I could do was sit in that plastic chair and say, "Grandma's knees are hurting today, sweetheart." She looked at me, confused, and ran off to play with someone else, and I just sat there, alone, watching the party go by. I thought, is this it? Is this how it's going to be? Watching life from a chair? 3 days later, my sister Barbara sent me a presentation by a researcher named Dr. David Holloway, 14 years at the Mayo Clinic, joint regeneration program at Stanford. More than 40 published studies. I almost didn't watch it, but Barbara insisted. So one night, alone in the kitchen, I hit play, and within 10 minutes, I understood why nothing had ever worked. Dr. Holloway explained that inside every joint there are microscopic enzymes that clean out old cartilage.
What was with that guy?
Cartilage to grow. But when chronic inflammation sets in, these enzymes lose control. They stop cleaning and they start devouring old cartilage, new cartilage, healthy cartilage, everything. He calls them cartilage eaters. And the part that scared me, 89% of people with chronic...
Anyway, we don't need to watch anymore. This is about something called Total Renew. And they mentioned Dr. David Holloway with Mayo Clinic. He has nothing to do with this if he's real or fake. And this will take you to getnature1.com, and it'll claim that there's a product called One Health Bee Venom Total Renew. I'm not calling this product a scam. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, though, that they made promises on a different website. Someone did, and it goes here with like an affiliate ID maybe or something. And this website claims it has a 4.9 out of 5 based upon 1,612 reviews. So interesting. And I would say that that is questionable in terms of whether or not I would personally, in my own opinion, believe that. So let's just say that. As seen on GQ, Shark Tank, Forbes. Okay, so this is a scam. This is a scam. It was never on Shark Tank. GQ, Forbes, BuzzFeed, Men's Health. It was never on any of those. And they love using Shark Tank, scammers do. They've got fake photos of people holding the bottles as if they did. Money back guarantee you can't trust because it's going through something that does not look trustworthy, obviously. Let's just say that. Contact information if you need to contact is, it looks like it gives you a mailing address and email address. Mailing address, not very helpful. It's somewhere in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but it says Estados Unidos instead of United States. Why? It says the email address is adm.nature1, so nature, O-N-E, at gmail.com, which is interesting. And then if I look at the terms of service page, this might come with a subscription of hundreds of dollars a month. I'm not saying it does. Sometimes these do. And I'll just say that in case it maybe does. I don't see the word subscription in the terms of service or membership. So maybe that is not the case here. Privacy policy. Let me see if I can find anything here. I don't see anything. Again, I'm on getnature1.com in case I did not mention that. I see a mailing address that's different than the one that I just saw that's not Albuquerque, New Mexico, but this one looks like it might be a house and it might be someone who has nothing to do with this, so I don't want to read that out loud. Refund policy, 30-day return policy, it says here. Interesting, because I thought it had a longer policy for the money back guarantee. Shipping policy, let's see, order processing. It says in the US, 7 to 15 days, business days. Interesting. That's kind of long. And so my last question before I wrap this video up is going to be to go back. It says 90-day money back guarantee, but a 30-day return policy. The 90-day money back guarantee says give it 3 full months, apply it, feel the difference, and decide for yourself. If you don't experience a meaningful improvement in pain, stiffness, and mobility for any reason, contact our team and we'll refund every dollar. No questions, no hoops. You don't even need to return the jars. The risk is entirely yours. Yeah, the risk is entirely yours. That's correct. But it says the ingredients. There are 5 here. I'm not going to attempt to read those crazy words. It has photos of what looks like people holding the product. I'm not going to do image searches in like Google Gemini for synth ID detection, but I'm assuming that might come up because when I see the review score, which is insanely good, but then I don't see any information on this website about who created this company, who created the website, where's the founder's name, anything like that. And it claims that Nature One Health overall has a 4.9 out of 5 based upon 14,553 reviews on the homepage, as well as an AI-generated woman holding FlowGuard bladder support, whatever that is. Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. And like I just said, you can't see this. It says it has a 60-day guarantee for FlowGuard. These 30, 60, 90. Make up your mind. Which one is it? These inconsistencies don't really bode well for my findings here. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Trustpilot and see if we can find anything for getnature1.com. That's a no. And getnature1.com on the BBB. Anything here? I don't see anything for it there. Nor do I see anything for Get Nature One. Just Get Nature One. Nope. So, this video went on a little while and you couldn't see what I was doing, but hopefully I was able to help you a little bit in terms of determining whether or not this is something you want to buy. And my opinion would be to stay far away from this and go see a doctor. I hope that you understand why after everything I just said. There's a lot on this website, getnature1.com, that makes me feel like I can definitely say that. So like, comment, subscribe. The join button is down below. I'd really appreciate it if you wanted to join my channel. That's your way to get back to me. But if you just want to hit subscribe and hit like, that'd be really cool. And liking can really help my video get out there. So thank you so much for watching.